You know, yeah, like I said, I look upon my childhood fondly. I had great parents. Yeah, lots of music in the house, like I said, right? And we got the default thing, you know, being shy and introverted and stuff like that, with getting thrown into that mix. You know, what comes with that is like a lot of numbing, you would say, right? So my thing was alcohol. We drank a ton, and it was just, it seemed like fun at the time, and don't get me wrong, it was, but there was it was really a downside of that as well, right? And I saw that with the other guys in the crew and stuff. There was substance abuse and like some lives wrecked, right? They just the reality of it. But I'm proud to say that I'm like a month away from 9 years without any alcohol, which is like. You know how you get that big roll of drink tickets when you're born? I used mine really quick. But yeah, it's you know, it was a good choice for me. It made me a better partner to my wife and father to my children and stuff, right? So if anybody out there is kind of having that bit of a struggle, right? There's a really great other side to that. So I encourage you to explore that. But so yeah, as the 2000s started going on with the band, I found myself like getting pulled in a different direction. It was the mid-2000s, and it was country radio, and it was one guy in particular who really grabbed my ear and really made me fall in love with what he was doing and what the rest of the genre was doing, and that was Keith Urban. He's the man, right? I ended up getting a tour with him. I opened up for him across Canada, and I ended up getting up and singing one of his biggest songs with him on stage. It was a dream come true. It was amazing. But like Rascal Flatts and Dirk Bentley, that was just like big for me. So I felt myself getting pulled away from that sort of angsty, darker stuff, and I wanted to open up a new chapter. And that's kind of what country music was doing for me. It was like the party songs and the love songs, and it just got away from that stuff that I was doing. And like I put it this way, like the music business will kick your ass regardless of how successful or not, or anything in between. And like if your heart's not genuinely into what you're doing, it's time to get out, or it's time to change what you're doing and take a leap of faith, right? So I decided to kind of chase the dream. I went down to Nashville with a friend of mine, and we started putting together what ended up being the Jumped Right In record. So if it's cool with you, we're gonna rewind the clock and play some of that stuff off that very first record. Here we go.